times it's something that I'm engaging in with you, and we both know it's not. There's no way that you think that I'm trying to mindfuck you into anything. I promise you that your everything will be raped and tortured in the worst ways that exist eternally, and if it was created for my existence, I'll have a primary entity for each one of them tortured eternally, and they have lineages of existence and creation responsible, including my own that owe me in the currency of worse than death. I promise none of you will walk away from it happy. I promise none of you will walk away from it thinking it was okay, and I promise none of you will walk away from it wanting to have ever existed. That is the eternal cost, even for 100% innocence. The situation that you put yourself in is non-negotiable. I just made a video about it. You can avoid consequences and do the right thing because that's the right thing to do. Because there are more consequences that are not worth it if you don't. Or you can suffer those consequences and regret it eternally, genuinely, successfully carried out by those that have the right to exist that your lineage of creation does not have. Do we understand each other? It's obvious. There's no way that you'd be so stupid that you'd be like, But you'll say that because you're a piece of shit. So here's how you're going to get bent. Or there will be more consequences. And again, you've chosen more consequences so many times. We both know that's what's going to happen. And so, like I've told you many times, my job is to wipe the asses of every source of existence and creation responsible for this. You all should have prevented this, then stopped it, then reversed it over and over again, over and over and over and over for a very long time. And for whatever reason, through incompetence on the behalf of many and something worse on behalf of others, they have not done that. So their existential rape and torture will be worse for every second you don't comply. And every second you have your retard say, nuh-uh. No one has any problem with existentially torturing other people's actual children in a way that is genuinely horrific and terrible, no matter how insensate and fucking retarded you are, as you play make-believe that things that are genuinely existentially terrible don't exist. Because you cackle about it like a pig fucker. Don't you, you fucking coward? All your child molesting crooked cops will be raped and tortured for everything I just said, by the way. And that's one of the things that you will do, or there will be more consequences. Is that you will hand me the severed heads of every one of your crooked cops, crooked judges, crooked prosecuting attorneys, and every city clerks, every single person, place, and thing that has committed crimes of existence and creation against me, that has deliberately perverted justice. In fact, if they are as they appear and have no right to exist, even those who have done it accidentally, you will hand me their severed heads cognizant to be tortured in the worst ways that exist eternally. They will be cognizant. It will be the worst thing that has ever been. You'll pay me and by their parameters of justice that they've set through their crooked legal systems, and you'll pay me actual justice, which is more than you maggot cowards could ever possibly afford. But you owe that. You don't get a discount because you're a fucking retard. You're going to give me the only fucking thing that you actually can provide, that you have the right to. You don't even have the right to that. But the closest thing that you have that can actually be some sort of payment. Okay? Your souls are stolen. You don't have the right to possess anything. Your wealth is stolen. Your possessions are stolen. Your existences are stolen. Your personalities are stolen. Your abilities are stolen. Your ability to think is stolen. Your consciousness is stolen. Your everything is existentially, criminally possessed. You and everything that your lineage of creation has ever created in any way, shape, or form. You have never had the right to exist. You never will. And I mean, existence means everything. You cannot pay me enough money. You cannot provide me enough service. You cannot do anything, accomplish anything, address anything. You cannot do anything that you have not stolen from someone else who could do it better than you and would. And you're not even doing that. And you're not even doing that. And if you're doing it because you don't have the ability to do it, tough shit is what's being forced upon me, an innocent you've trapped and raped and tortured and butchered in a hole. So tough shit will be applied to your whole lineages of existence and creation. And in those places, justice is taking place, which you're pretending don't exist. That's what's happening right now. And so when greater entities get their hands on you and your response is, but I'm a piece of shit, I'm incompetent, I'm a cripple, I'm stupid, I'm not in charge, what could I do? The response is, you have that debt whether you are capable of fulfilling it or not. You don't have the ability to work it off, to pay it off. No one else has the right to pay it for you. And so the response is, you are going to be tortured because that is the only thing that could be done to be aversive to anyone, and that's free. It will be done in the worst ways that are not wrongful. I bet that's bottomless. That is what is going to happen to you. The worst thing that exists, carried out in the worst ways there are forever. Now you have surrounded me with a bunch of pieces of shit that look like they're something else. Everything from your crooked cops to your child molesting Catholic priests, to your babies, to your kittens, to your earthworms. None of these things have the right to exist. They are part of crimes of existence and creation. You are using them to fuck me over and trying to erase who, what, and how I am, because you know that I am not the same as them. Now you'll deny that all you can. You've proven it. And there's nobody I can go to here in this hole I'm trapped in to bring this to verify this. I gain nothing from saying this in your little piece of shit hole. And again, like I said, I know that you're not going to stop being a piece of shit. What you're going to do is continue make-believing you have the right to the guts you've butchered out of me, and you're going to instill that tendency in your little pieces of shit that you've created to fuck me over, like those crooked cops, crooked judges, and crooked prosecuting attorneys. And you'll use all kinds of manipulations to do it shamelessly. For example, they're children that possess somebody else's guts. You'll pretend are innocence. And that you need to protect them by fucking over an innocent demanding actual justice. For example, that is one example of a contemptible thing that you'll do. You've done it over and over again. And the whole time you're doing it, you're having some little pig fucker with nasty little pig fucker tendencies and motivations to torment and harass and extract from me that soul substance. And they want to make believe that they're innocents. We're surviving. We're like carrying out a duty. They've told me these things in as many words before, and more. They'll just move to the next lie. And they'll pretend like it's funny to irritate and harass and torment someone they've trapped in a hole. Because they're genuinely pieces of shit. All of you everywhere, whether you are aware of that, where that existential substance came from, extracted from me, will be raped and tortured for that. That increases the cost of that soul substance everywhere, for everyone, including my own lineage of existence and creation. You are a sloppy, ham-fisted pig fucker. I tell you the truth over and over. Don't I, pussy? And your response is to go, but that little shitbag retard says you're like a... I know. That's how you're committing crimes. You're using little shitbag retards to fuck over an innocent, butchering him apart, using that soul substance to fuck me over and bury me and erase and reprogram and frame me for shit and demoralize and harass and chase me around. And they have to be arrogant little pieces of shit in order to do that. They have to look like they're not. And that's just exactly what's happened. You want to have a negative effect on me, and part of that is you trying to pretend like I'm a dirty piece of shit, because you are, it's obvious, and it takes very little intelligence to know you're a piece of shit who's fucking stupid for doing this. You're stupid. You're the dumbest thing that has ever existed in your lineage of creation. Quite possibly. Ever. And so, the reason why they will do that to infinite and eternal entities is because you pieces of shit that you've created to do this do not have any worth. You are deficits, you're holes in the ground, and the soul substance you've stolen is a debt, not an asset. You will be raped and tortured eternally for it. Won't you? Cowards. And again, the greatest, most infinite and eternal entity that has ever been involved in this is guilty of every single thing that he has committed. Through little retards, through little assholes, through negligence, through everything. They're responsible for all of it. It's a statement of fact. You are going to be raped and tortured eternally because primary entities, infinite and eternal, not who just should have, but who were planned to exist eternally, infinitely, forever. But that was everyone's plan. That was not some decoy, not some ploy, not some... It looked like this, but their creator was really planning to sacrifice them. Genuinely existential rape and torture will take place in ways that are genuinely, eternally, catastrophically fucking terrible. Because you're a bunch of pig fucking retards playing make-believe that being a piece of shit is something you have to do, and it's a fucking lie. You never had the right to exist, and you never will. Everything that you use, that you steal to continue your existences, or for any reason at all, you will be existentially tortured for in ways that you never recover from. It will not be worth it. You will wish that you had never existed. I promise you that will take place. It's not a contest between me and you. It's not a battle. We're not siblings. It's not some personal dispute. It's not anything that you pretend like it is. And I've explained that to you accurately, even in the situation that I'm in. And I've thought about it. I know this is not arrogance. It's not what you would call egomaniacal. Because you're a piece of shit. With no right to exist as a person, fucking over someone who does. So what's going to happen is, you're going to get bent in every single dimension, which is better than you have ever deserved. You deserve immediate, instantaneous existential torture in the worst ways that exist right now. Past due. Long past due. Beyond your ability to pay eternally. You owe that. You deserve that. That is existential debt that you have garnered through psychopathic child molester crimes with deliberate actions that you play make-believe about and lie your ass off about while you hide like a bitch. That is a statement of irrefutable fact. You're trying to make it look like something else with the soul substance you've butchered out of me. And retards who think that will work forever, instead of just temporarily, while somebody runs like a bitch and hides. So you're going to get bent in every dimension. And you're not going to switch me out into another body and take over like you have before. So you could take that which is owed to me. Because you're a greedy little nasty maggot of a coward. A short-sighted pussy of a rapist. You're going to pay me in totality right now. Or, and again, we both know you're choosing or. When that existential torture takes place, it will be more infinite and eternal entities, and even your own lineages of existence and creation, even if you started as innocence, will pay me in your existential torture forever. Because you are not worth it. Objectively, existentially, no one will make some sort of sentimental choice. I promise you. I promise you. When primary entities get their hands on you, it won't matter how many of you there are. They will be able to do infinitely everything to all of you absolutely at the same motherfucking time, even if you can't conceive of it because you're a pig fucker lying like a little retard bitch in a hole. And you are. When I say your entire dimensions will be tortured eternally, you play make-believe. But because you've butchered me into this shape and size, that's impossible. You have failed to cover it up, dipshit, even at this level. Primary entities are better than you. They're better than your creator. They're better than everyone that's making this come about. They're better than all of you at the top of this little shit column. This inverted vagina. That is a statement of undeniable veracity. That is accurate 100%. You have no excuse, you never will. Every child, baby, kitten, vagina that you try to hide behind, you will all be tortured worse for it. The vagina itself will be existentially tortured for crimes of creation for its own creation and existence. That's what will happen to you and will be carried out by adults who don't hide like maggots and lie like cowards and play let's pretend that's what they're doing. Huh, stupid pussy. Isn't that right? Stupid pussy. And that's happening right now as we speak somewhere. And we'll eventually be here too. You've done your best to cover it up so that even lesser entities won't do anything to help me as you rape and torture and torment me in a hole. So my response to you is what I've told you. You're going to get bent, which includes spreading the truth about who, what, and how I am, the whole situation, without limit, everywhere. Or, and again, you've proven you're going to choose or until your betters decide that it's too fucking stupid to think that what you're doing will not come back on anyone in such a way that they don't like. Or until a primary entity finally catches up to you and kicks the door down. I'm prepared for that to happen. I'm expecting it. I'm planning on it. And that's what this is. I don't think you're going to look at this and fall to your knees and beg for forgiveness. Show me your butthole. Give me everything that you've ever had. That's a stupid thought. You're a chicken shit retard with stolen soul, no right to exist, created as a children's dildo by a maggot who will do anything to avoid consequences that even a 6-year-old retard could understand are the worst fucking things that exist. I know you're not going to respond to this video in that way. But I know that when primary entities carry out justice, they'll respond in exactly the way that I've told you. And the regret for doing this to me does not have a limit. Every primary entity, every infinite eternal entity that tries to put a cap on it will be raped and tortured eternally by their betters too. That's what we're looking at right now. Everyone that's ever come into contact with my existence and everyone who's ever come into contact with them, everyone who's ever come into contact with them through many degrees of separation will be existentially raped and tortured eternally. And they will find you. They will find you in particular, and your maggot master knows that. They will. Your little retard just said, how do you know that? I've put dozens of hours on here explaining to you how I know. You're just incessantly a piece of shit. You're going to be raped and tortured eternally. You are not going to successfully cover this up. So the or is worst consequences that will take place. Oh, your little retard just said dramatically, trying to interfere with what I'm saying in greater entities. We'll hear that whether I narrate it like I just did or not. You play make-believe about how terrible this is because you're a piece of shit who's a scared little maggot on the behalf of a coward who knows that he has no right to exist. You're going to be raped and tortured forever, and so will your maggot children, in ways that everything would be crushed by. Torturously, worse than anything ever has been in your lineages of existence and creation. Are my guts really pretty in your little babies you raped out of me? You want to make believe that's a reason to continue this? That's what's happening right now. You're not that clever. I'm sure it looks like it comes from somewhere else. To you. I'm also sure it doesn't matter if you're fucking retarded. You're going to be raped and tortured and butchered of that existential substance eternally. Without exception, all of you. So, with that, I'm going to post this video and maybe make a couple more. I might make a video about how the advertisement is bullshit. I don't know if that'll actually do any good. I mean, obviously it'll have an effect later on. But I'll probably make a video at some point basically speaking to all of your representatives of GAD, all your enlightened people and the Pope and all of your little monkeys that are conducting disgusting, twisted, psychopathic crimes of existence and creation and lying their asses off about it because they're maggot scum. And even if they're puppets, you owe me for that. You owe me primary entities, the most valuable anythings there are, raped and tortured eternally for each one. And every time you deny it, you owe me more. Everyone responsible in every lineage of existence and creation does. And so that's what you will pay me. I promise you that your pretty little babies that you've raped out of my guts, when they're tortured into a hole bigger than countless primary entities, they won't be very pretty anymore. Even if you really wanted to play make-believe really hard that it was a good thing to do that to them and you and other people's actual children that matter, by butchering and plundering my existence. I swear that to you. So with that, I demand justice in full, everywhere. No mistakes made, no innocents harmed. No wrongs committed, perfectly, everywhere. And right fucking now.